going to teach you a song which you won't find anywhere else on the internet, or certainly when I recorded this video it wasn't anywhere else. I googled the guitar chords or guitar tab for this song. Didn't appear anywhere, so I thought, well, I'll work it out. When I worked it out, I thought, well, why not put it on the internet for someone else in the world who might want to know how to play it. So it's a song called Picasso Visita El Planeta de los Simios by Adam and the Ants. And I like it because it's a slightly unusual kind of structure for a song, just a weird mix of different pieces. So the very first thing you'll hear in the song is an A chord played on the 5th fret. But that's played on a second guitar, and we're not going to listen to or learn that guitar line at all, because it really doesn't do much apart from play that opening chord. What we're going to play or learn instead is the underlying guitar line in this song, which is turned down a bit in the mix, so it's a bit harder to hear, but it's the guitar line that drives the whole song. So after hearing that opening A chord, which you're going to ignore, you'll then hear turned down in the mix a little bit the main guitar line, and it starts like this. Okay, now this riff I refer to as the little A riff, and it repeats several times during the song. Not always the whole part of it, but just bits of it. So the way we play that, what I call that little A riff, is just a very simple A chord that is probably the very first chord you ever learned when you picked up the guitar. Just to be clear, play this by taking our middle, ring and index fingers, putting on the 2nd fret on the D, G and B strings, leave the top E open, and we strum. Okay. Now the way we play the rest of this riff is by using our little finger, lifting it up and moving it round. Okay. So first of all, the first bit is just a straightforward A. Then the next part, we lift our little finger up so the B string is now open. We then put our little finger back down on the B string, but on the 3rd fret, which is I think an A sus4 chord. And then our little finger goes back, still on the B string, to the 2nd fret to form a normal A chord again. And then we play 3 notes. To play those, we just slide up the A string to the 7th fret, the D string we play on the 6th fret, and the G string we play on the 7th fret. And then that repeats, and that's the opening riff, which I refer to as the little A riff. It goes. Okay. Now, the verse of the song, or the verses of the song, are a fairly simple chord structure, and if you see how Marco plays, he plays an all straightforward bar chords. Marco, sorry, being Marco Peroni, the guitarist in Adam and the Ants. So these chords are just F, G, A sharp, F, G, and then the little A riff. F, G, A sharp, F, G, A riff, F, G, little A riff. With its 3 notes. Alright, so F is on the 1st fret, G is on the 3rd, A is on the 5th, A sharp's on the 6th. Very easy. So it goes, I might get the words wrong. See the Spaniard, jump the rope, see the Spaniard have the ball. See the Spaniard, just no one. He's on Quality Street. He's on Quality Street. Okay. Now we move on to the chorus, which is like a tumbling chord sequence played arpeggio style, which means you don't strum the notes, you pick them. You don't pick every string, you'll know what strings to pick just by listening. So the chorus goes, it's a series of chords that goes C, G, A minor, G, F, G, F, G, Get that, write that down. C, G, A minor, G, F, G, F, G, C, G, A minor, G, F, G, F, G, F, G, and the A riff. So with words it goes something like, as the masters run on walls, the angels ink their bricks and watch Picasso visit the planet of the apes. As the masters run on walls, angels ink their bricks and watch Picasso. That will Picasso visit the planet of the apes. Then we go back to our verse. However, the next bit is where the lyrics go, and pretenders pretend, do their patronage lend. And that is played basically around our A riff, but with some harmonics added. So it goes like this. And pretenders pretend, do their patronage lend, but it's the ones you can't see that always fascinate me. Yeah, as the masses run on walls. Okay, so the way that works is our A riff, then we play the harmonics. Now, if you're not familiar with a harmonic, what you do is you play this one by the harmonic on the D string on the 5th fret, and then the G string on the 12th fret. Now a harmonic, you play it by putting your finger on the D string directly above the 5th fret, absolutely above the piece of metal that makes the fret, but you don't press that string down. You just basically rest your finger very gently on it and pluck. Oops. And then the G string, same thing, on the 12th fret, your finger rested on that string directly above the metal of the 12th fret, but you don't press it down. Okay. Okay. So that's it. And pretenders pretend, do the patronage lend, but it's the ones you don't see that always fascinate me. Yeah, as the masses run on walls and the angels eat the grapes and watch Picasso visit the planet of the apes. Masters run on walls, angels eat the grapes and watch Picasso. Pablo Picasso visit the planet of the apes. However, at the end of that chorus, we don't do our A riff at all. Don't do it. What we do, we move on to a part of the song where there are no actual guitar chords, just 6 repeating notes. And these notes are... Okay, we play those. On the D string, we start on the 5th fret, and we slide to the 7th fret. Then we play the G string on the 7th fret with a bit of vibrato. So those are the first 3 notes. The next 3, we go back to our D string on the 5th fret, slide it back to the 7th fret, but this time the G string will play on the 9th fret. So those are the 6 notes. Oops. Okay. That's pretty much the song. Those are all the parts together. We then go back to the chorus, which plays twice, and then we go back to the lead out instrumental with all the monkey and 8 noises, just doing our... bit. And then the very last part of the song is just 3/4 of our A riff. And we finish that in the A sus4 position. That's it. That's the last chord of the song. So you'll find this song on YouTube. If you find the live version from the Prince Charming review, there are no overdubs on that, so it's more cut down. It's easier to hear that guitar line. So if you can find that, that would be the version I'd recommend you play along with as you just get used to the rhythm and playing these different parts. Thank you.